Tonight on the Rychnovsky Recap, a former Rocket calls the Bears out for lack of playing time, while a former Buckeyes stock is on the rise at Bears camp. A hearing-impaired Falcon is flying high in Bowling Green, and others down at BG, they simply like to lie around. And an inspirational story of a Rossford teen up against a big battle off the field. It's the Rychnovsky Recap, and it starts right now. Good evening and welcome to Rychnovsky Recap. I am Joe Rychnovsky. Thanks for staying up with us tonight. He's like the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. For most of his life, many so-called experts told Dane Sonderbacher he wasn't big enough, fast enough, or strong enough to play football. But first at Central Catholic, then at Ohio State, and now in the NFL, Dane just continues to prove the doubters wrong. He does indeed. There he is this week at Bears camp, looking good. He's impressed coaches so much that he's currently up to second string on the depth chart at slot receiver. Dane is getting more playing time as the preseason moves on, and many think he's a shoo-in to make the team.
Very quick, changes directions exceptionally well, competes very well. Love his work habits and how well he competes. He's a quick study in our offense. We're able to use him actually at 3 different positions. So for a rookie to come in and retain all that and do it well is kind of remarkable. We're very pleased with him.
Once you start focusing on this and the pieces start to fall into place, obviously you don't get drafted and you got to go the long route. I think, you know, to finally make it and say that you're a pro and you made it in the NFL would be huge.
Would indeed. Meanwhile, Chester Taylor, the former Rocket, is not happy about his lack of reps and playing time in Chicago. He did not play in last night's exhibition loss to Tennessee and is quoted as saying, "If the coaches want competition at running back, how can I compete when I'm getting 3 or 4 carries and everybody else is getting 13 or 14? That's not really competitive to me." Still, he must somehow try to keep a positive attitude as camp moves on.
I mean, every year you come in, is always a younger guy or somebody trying to compete to take your position. So it's all about competition. This is a business, and I understand that, and you got to come in every year and prove yourself.
Chester's former team, the Toledo Rockets, kick off on Thursday. So does head coach Tim Beckman have the jitters? We're going one-on-one next. And we're back on Thursday night. The Toledo Rockets will open the regular season at the Glass Bowl against New Hampshire. Toledo is picked to win the MAC West. I'll tell you what, they have a tough non-conference schedule, though, with Ohio State, Boise State, and Syracuse all on the docket. Tonight, Tim Beckman is in the house as we go one-on-one. First of all, Coach Beckman, thanks for coming in. It's been a long camp. Like, you're back in the house now. You're out of the dorms.
Yeah, my back isn't as sore right now. I got back in the in my own bed, but you know, it's something we got to do, Joe. It's something that we do as head football coaches. It's about building a team, building a family. So we're going to make that obligation to the team that I'll stay with them.
Let's talk about this year, because you start on Thursday night against New Hampshire, and then you've got Ohio State, Boise State, Syracuse. I mean, you got another tough schedule, but going into this game on Thursday night, just give us a little synopsis. You're probably going to play both quarterbacks, and Danton and Owens. It's kind of a nice problem to have.
No problem, no question. I mean, it's something that we're excited about seeing how they perform against a very good football team. 97 weeks they've been in the top 25. You know, they've beaten the likes in the last 5 years of Marshall and Northwestern and Rutgers, and so they've won some big football games, New Hampshire has. So it'll be a challenge, there's no question. They'll be ready to play us, and of course we'll be ready to play them.
How tough is it not to look forward to that next game, Ohio State sitting on the schedule? Because with the problems they're having over at Ohio State, a lot of people think, and I know you got to go into the games thinking you can win that game.
Well, I mean, we go into every game saying that we have an opportunity if we take care of what we need to take care of, and that's the only thing we control is what the Rockets do. I think the first and foremost thing is that we didn't end last football season the way we would like to by winning that bowl game. We didn't win it. So our players are kind of hungry for a win and getting back on that winning track again.
That was a real heartbreak. You lose that on a hook and ladder on 4th and 17 in the last second field goal. Does that kind of stick with you to say, okay, we didn't accomplish our goal?
I think you're definitely right there. You know, we've got opportunity, and that's what we had last year. We fell 1 game short to being in the championship game. We didn't win our bowl game. We haven't won an opener. I mean, that's another thing. We haven't won a homecoming game. So that's 4 big goals that our seniors have set for themselves as you know, hey, we're going to leave a legacy with this program.
Talk a little bit about the quarterbacks. Both guys played last year and played successfully last year. Eric Page going into another year of him. How good is this kid? I mean,
he's fabulous. He's fabulous. And what people don't know is they see what he does on the football field, but what Eric does during practice, what he's done this summer, he's gotten bigger, he's gotten stronger, he's made his game better, he's blocking better. He's just, he's an exciting young man to be around because football means something to him, and he wants to be successful, even on and off the field. So, he's fun to be around, and we look forward to a great season with Eric Page.
You look forward to every season, but, now the kids have been in your program for a while. You're kind of established yourself here. Is this going to be the best team, or can you get a feel this early? I mean, before we've even played one game, can you get a feel that, man, I might have something special here with all these guys coming back?
Well, that's what we build the program for, and boy, I hope it's not the best team ever, because we're not to where we want to be yet. But we've talked about building this program, and we've talked about getting it back to the tradition-rich program that Toledo's had forever. So, I think we're taking steps in the right direction. We know that it'll be a challenge each and every week, especially the way this conference is this year. Very evenly matched. So we're going to, as we always say, take care of what the Rockets can take care of and try to succeed from there.
Scheduling-wise, Ohio State's on the schedule. Boise State's coming to the Glass Bowl. Then you're going to Syracuse. Again, a very tough non-conference schedule. Yes, it prepares you, but at the same time, you risk injury.
That's Toledo. Since I've known about the University of Toledo, they've always played top-notch non-conference opponents. It's just been year in and year out. This year's no different.
College football in general is a mess. We know what's going on in Ohio State. We're waiting for the NCAA to make its final ruling. Miami, it's a mess. It's a mess. What are we going to do to clean this up? Can we clean it up? And should we just say, okay, we're going to pay the athletes?
It's tough. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. To be able to control 105. You try to build the trust factor in each and every one of your football players. You tell them to be accountable. You try to open the communication line so that you're knowing exactly what's going on in their lives. But to know exactly what's going on with 105, it's tough. There's no question. But again, as I talk about it, we're talking about the Rocket family, and I hope our players, and I know our players, know how important it is as a coach to know exactly what's going on in their lives so that we can help them and provide opportunities for them to better themselves life-wise. So, is there an answer for that question? Well, I don't have that answer. I'm just worried about the 105 that we have and making sure that we're doing what's necessary and what's right.
Well, you show that you're not afraid of discipline. You've kicked some guys off. You've suspended some guys and welcomed some back in the program after they met certain requirements. It's almost like you have to.
We have standards that we set with this program, and the players know the expectations and what needs to be met, and if it's not met, then we have to go with what we think is going to make us a successful family.
Last question before we get you out of here. 9 of your 12 games are going to be basically on national TV.
That's an outstanding thing. And as you mentioned, I mean, yeah, it's great for the university and it's great for our football program. Yes, it helps us with recruiting, but ultimately it helps this community. And that's what Toledo Rocket football is about. It's not just about the university or the football program. It's about this community.
It starts Thursday night. Come out. Pack the glass. 530 Gold.
Yeah, 530 Gold.
530 Gold. Get your tickets now because it's going to be the hottest ticket in town. Coach Beckman, we don't want to lose you, man. You keep having all this success, you're going to go off to bigger and better things.
Oh, we're happy being here. There's no question. There's nothing like being with your family, and Mom and Dad get to see me each and every day.
Well, Toledo's lucky to have you, Coach.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Unless, of course, Ohio State comes calling. Just kidding, Coach. Just kidding.
Not the rumor, Joe.
We'll take a break. Don't stray far. It's not time for bed yet, but you can lie around if you'd like. That's next.
Yeah, give me a little,
Sansenbacher.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Sansenbacher.
That doggone Sansenbacher.
Sansenbacher.
Oh, I can't get enough of that. Trust me, folks. We had a discussion at the sports office a couple weeks ago about planking. In case you're wondering, plank is where you lie down, face down like this, and you got to wait around till somebody takes your picture, and then the kids like to put it on Facebook or show it to their friends, and they think it's real cool. I found out how cool it was in this week's Fox Challenge.
got it. Let's start a planking club.
A what club?
I recently started planking a little bit ago, but I'm not a veteran.
Planking? As in walking the plank? Krista, what is planking?
Where you're like stiff as a board on top of something.
And at BGSU, it seems the entire campus is planking. Who came up with this planking?
I'm not really sure. I heard it was like 2 random guys from Australia, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Hey, have you been a lifelong lover of planking?
Mostly just the past couple years since it's been a fad.
The object is to lie down in a strange place and then wait for somebody to take a picture. Or in this case, a video. Krista Kuhn loves to plank.
It's just unique, I guess. Just plank anywhere.
And Matt Glorians? What do you think about it? Are you excited?
I'm pretty pumped about it.
And he's not alone.
You can find new places to plank.
You're just laying down though.
I know, but it's still cool.
Hey kids, you want to plank?
Sure.
You get the bands and stuff.
Hey, Joe, do you think you can plank in BG and take the Fox Challenge? Yeah!
Sure, why not? Besides, I'm getting a little tired. I might as well lie down on the job. Oh, yes! Denise, did you see I snuck up and planked on you?
I saw that, but I wasn't exactly sure what was going on, but I did see that you did that.
Were you okay with it?
I was okay. Anything you do, Joe, is okay with me.
I'm planking, boys! I'm planking! I'm planking! Anyone? Help!
My ultimate goal is to plank on the 50 at the Dwight.
So the end zone isn't good enough, hey? I'm out of here. This story's over. My goodness. Planking! Ha! Planking! Are you kidding me? We'll step aside when we return. A hearing impaired athlete is bringing home the gold. We head back to BG next. Stay with us. And we're back. No more two-a-days, no more scrimmages, no more dress rehearsals. High school football's back as well. We actually kicked off the regular season on Thursday night with a Defiance and Napoleon thriller, followed by an exciting first Friday of hardcore football. It's time to rewind with Ralphie's, because upon further review... The week started with former Ohio State Buckeye Terrell Pryor finding a place in the NFL. The Oakland Raiders drafted him in the 3rd round of the supplemental draft. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell suspended Pryor for the first 5 games of the regular season, but he can practice and play in the remaining preseason games. And on Tuesday earlier this month, BGSU Falcon volleyball player Madison Nita helped the Deaf USA team win first place at the Friendship Games. Nita is back with BGSU for her final season. The California native is hoping to have a big year. She uses 2 hearing aids at practice, but can read lips as well. Doctors diagnosed her with severe hearing loss at the age of 3.
Oh, my parents believed that I was allergic to some medication I took, and I must have lost my hearing loss from that medication. They will never know what the whole reason for my hearing loss was, but I apparently was born hearing. I really worked hard throughout the years. I went through speech therapy about, I think, 5 times a week. I really overcome that challenge.
And on Wednesday, the countdown is on for our high school football game of the week. Should be a good one. Southview taking on St. Francis. The teams have split the last 2 meetings. The Cougars erased a big deficit last year, though, to come back and win 36-26. And on Thursday, high school football kicks off in Northwest Ohio. It's the River Rivalry. Defiance Napoleon tied at 13. That's Nick Lopez. He's going to be a hero. With 20 seconds to go, he scores the winning touchdown. What a finish. Defiance wins a wild one, 20-13. And on Friday, game of the week at the Glass Bowl, St. Francis taking on Southview. Knights looking good. It's Jared Jefferson from 12 yards out. 7-0 St. Francis. 7-3 now, 4th quarter, and gets wild. Cougars on the attack, but Austin Valdez fumbles. St. Francis recovers. Next play, though, the Knights give it right back on the fumble. Are you kidding me? And this time, Southview's not messing around. It's Jay Fisher from 1 yard out. Later, more Southview offense. This time, Jalen Marble doing the honors. He's off to the races. 54-yard touchdown run. Southview wins a crazy one, 23-21.
They have tough kids all over the place. They battled their butt off.
and we thought we'd, throw the ball around a lot, but they stayed back and forced us to run the ball and tested our toughness, and the Cougars showed up.
And on Saturday, more high school football. St. John's opens its season against Highland Park. Junior quarterback Brogan Roback looking good. That's a 27-yard touchdown strike to Trent Broadback. Roback becomes the school's all-time leader in passing touchdowns. Getting a little love from former teammate Kern Michigan Wolverine Jack Miller as well. Later, Kent Kern in the strong St. John's running game. 14 carries, 85 yards for Kern. St. John's an impressive first-week winner, 42-6. And that's upon further review. Our final timeout is here, but this game is far from over. You're about to meet an incredible young man looking for a victory off the field in the game of life. Finally tonight, on Friday, Bowling Green beat Rossford 36-12. But pardon the Bulldogs if their thoughts are elsewhere, as one of their beloved teammates is going through a much bigger battle off the field. Carrie Keller is undergoing treatments for rhabdomyosarcoma, a rare childhood cancer. But on Friday night, doctors allowed the young Bulldog to attend the game and root on his teammates in what would become an inspirational and magical moment off and on the field. Tonight, we meet and greet young Carrie Keller.
Inspiring people to fight through, to make the most out of what you have, and don't let it slip.
It means a lot. I didn't think I was going to make this date. I mean, I was in the hospital for about a month, a little bit over a month, and I'm real happy. I mean, they've been supporting me the whole time, and I just want a chance to support them and give it a little back. Everything happens for a reason, and I didn't see that at first, but now I really believe it, and it means a lot to everybody, I guess, for me to come to this game. I've always had a strong group of friends, and we've always been real close, but now I see how they're there for me, and we're just a little closer.
Well, I think it's very brave of him to come out and support the team. Just knowing that he's healthy enough to come out here and support us is great.
I want to make it to every game. I want to be here to support them. They've been supporting me the whole way. I want to support them the whole way. It lifts my spirits to be able to be out, that they let me out for the game. I mean, they knew, the doctors knew I had a game. They were pushing for me. I was pushing. I mean, this is just real exciting.
He's just a really good person, and I just say I love you, brother. I love you, man. He's my best friend.
Carrie Keller is a very brave young man. We're with you, my friend. We wish you the best. I want to thank Craig Picklesheimer for going out there on Friday night and capturing that wonderful video and the interviews with Carrie. That's the recap. I'm Joe Rychnovsky. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Have a great evening, my friends. So long.